Hey friends, Amy here. I am one of the runners that trains with MK. I've actually trained with MK for the last 5 years. And while I was teaching, I see a text come through from MK that it says, have you seen this movie? And I was like, no, I haven't. I'm like in the middle of teaching. And I like pull up the synopsis of the movie, and I get it. Like, oh my God, what kind of teacher has time for this? My classroom's on lock. My kids were reading. It was a 10-minute activity. I had already done my laps. I don't know. I'm making excuses for like me being a human and being able to check my phone while I'm teaching. I'm actually very responsible. I'm actually really great. So anyways, so I then end of school day, we have back to school night, and I should be writing a syllabus right now for my 6th graders, but all I can think about, honestly, is what I just watched in this preview. And so I hopefully can get this to start. Yeah. Okay. So
what brings you in today?
I have a hard time focusing.
You get enough sleep every night?
Drinks on me for this side.
So like I'm starting to see this image of a person's life. Okay, this is very similar to my life. Okay, I'm going out, I'm having drinks, I'm the life of the party. Like, this is great. And like, you see this girl who for Hollywood standards, we're going to say that she's overweight, right? And we're going to keep going.
How much is enough?
6 to 8 hours.
Oh, way more than that. I had a friend. She was prescribed Adderall, and now she's very alert.
You know, some people abuse Adderall.
What?
Let's get you healthy. I want you to try losing 55 pounds.
That's the weight of a Siberian Husky.
Okay, like what she's talking about right there, like, okay, this in real life, losing 55 pounds is super duper difficult. That is like, hey, this is a great reaction to have. But that's not my problem. Like, when we keep watching, this is where I have my problem.
You want me to pull a medium-sized working dog off of my body? I'm starting to feel like everyone's lives are going places, and mine's sort of stuck. Hold it, please!
Try not to leave all your stuff in the hallway. That'd be the 3rd time this month. Change is possible.
If I keep interviewing, no one thinks that.
Right. And the way that this has been snipped out, and the way that this is like starting to, is like, oh my gosh, she's so unhappy. And if she's so unhappy, like her weight has to do with it, and her self-confidence and all of these things that I get them. Okay. As of October of last year, was 270 pounds. Right now, we're going to lie and say 235. When I got on the scale this morning, it was 240, right? But I like that 235 number that I saw after I had run a 5K and like gone and worked out. So I'm sticking with the 235 number because it makes me feel better. So like this girl is like speaking to me right now that like, oh my gosh, like my life is so difficult and it's so rough and nothing makes sense in my life right now when I see this. So like, this is me. I want to like buy in to everything that I've seen and I can't see in the last 50 seconds of a trailer.
I'm the right fit. I would love you to walk me through CPR for this doll. Oh, I'm sorry, this child is dead. I need to get a teeny bit healthier.
We have rates as low as $129 a month.
You do know that people can run outside. That is zero. Lock.
She's making these jokes and these asides that we all make, right? Like Camp Gladiator is something that like I have spent my money on in the past. I'm actually spending like $10 right now doing 4 weeks of a Camp Gladiator camp, right? But like Camp Gladiator is like $189 a month for unlimited camps, whatever. Like, again, they're playing into things that we already feel, but there's this message behind it that like, you are not enough if you are X, Y, and Z. And right now she's not enough because she's the life of the party. A doctor has told her that she's unhealthy and she can't get a job and no one's opening subway doors for her. And all of these things that are just telling her that she's not enough. And if she would just start running, she'd be enough.
I ran today.
How the hell you do that? Somebody chasing you or something?
Oh my God, don't even get me started on that. Okay, I am a single woman, and whenever I tell a guy that I'm a runner and he says to me, oh, I only run if something's changing him, or even if somebody that I've like just met and they say those things, oh, my knees, I'm like, I can't. Literally, I can't. Stop with the like, I only run if things chase me. Okay. There are some people that get great joy out of it. And you are exhibiting a microaggression whenever you're like, oh, I only like run when things chase after me. That is like one of my biggest pet peeves. Where does it come from? Where is the root of that hurt? I'm not quite sure, but when I saw that, I was like, okay, I really don't like this movie already.
You can do it.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing it.
Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
My sister, she owns a company, house and pet sitting. All right, I'll stay.
Bad taste in music.
Oh, here comes the love interest. This is going to be the guy that like loved her from the beginning. And if she just loved herself, then she would have realized he loved. Listen, this is not real life. This is not real life. Like, yes, you need to accept yourself and you need to be okay with who you are. But let me tell you, the premise of this movie is that if you change things about yourself, then you will love yourself. Well, guess what? At some point, she's going to realize that, oh, it was in me after all. But she still has to go through this progression in order to love herself. So is it really the message of like, you have to accept your greatness and know your greatness? Or is it legit like lose a couple pounds and then you're going to be okay and you're going to learn to love yourself?
You the new girl? I'm the nighttime guy, Jaren.
I'm done with the drinking, I'm done with the smoking.
50,000 people from around the world are racing today. I want to run the New York City Marathon.
I think that is such a good idea.
That's a bad omen.
Okay, let's make a joke as we are running with a ambulance, right? Let's play on these like funny little, they're self-deprecating. They are legit self-deprecating jokes at this time. And as someone who like has gone through this multiple times where I've weighed a lot, then I've started running, I've picked it up, I've, lost the weight, then it's back. I'm now in the process of losing again. But we're going to make these self-deprecating comments to make it okay and like maybe make ourselves feel better when we're running as slow as slow.
Hold it!
This?
Oh, she runs now, so people will start like holding the subway doors for him. God, if only that were true. If only that were true. Like, oh my God, Hollywood, how wonderful would this be?
Thank you so much.
I'm really good at making profiles. God.
I'm a runner, so I can start dating because only active people date and only skinny people date. And the only way that like you can date is if you love yourself. And the only way that you're going to love yourself is if you're going to be skinny. Literally, these are my thoughts as I am watching this.
Woman.
It's not that bad.
I'm just gonna give you mine, okay?
Do you know how to spell herpes?
Reflection on that. If we are talking about herpes and it ends up that she has herpes, why? Why are we making herpes a big deal? 50% of the population has it. It is a virus. It is not a virus that we have a cure for. It is no different than the common flu. Okay, it is. But it is a different strain. But really, like, stop making herpes a big deal. There are plenty of people who have herpes and they go on to have families and be married and all of these things. But there are people who have herpes and they're vilified because of deprecating jokes like this. Oh my God, when I saw that this was a true story, I was like, okay. A true story. So like anecdotal evidence, this is totally going to be wonderful and like get all of the crowds going.
My whole life, the world told me I was lazy because the way I looked. I was trying to turn my life around.
Everything's gonna be fine.
People held doors for me.
I'll hold doors for you.
This is my last hurrah.
You changed.
The realization that he loved her after all. Oh, so